Have you ever caught yourself staring at your screen, desperately wanting to get to work but completely unable to move? You have the goals, you have the plans, you have the ideas, but when it comes time to execute, zero action. Instantly, the internal monologue kicks in. You look at your total lack of progress and adopt the label society uses for this specific kind of paralysis: laziness. But look at the sheer volume of data you are processing right now. Modern life provides a suffocating barrage of information, conflicting advice, and constant social comparison. Every single day, your mind is forced to digest so many inputs that it eventually triggers a neurological shutdown. This is cognitive overload in its purest form. When you treat this overload as a simple lack of willpower, you force an exhausted system to push harder. That approach deepens the paralysis, keeping you blind to the biological crisis actually happening inside your head. Think about what happens when you leave 50 heavy, high-performance apps running in the background of your smartphone. The device stutters, it overheats, and eventually the whole interface freezes. Your mind operates on the exact same mechanics. Your mental apps are constantly running. Unfinished tasks, past regrets, future anxiety, and endless comparison. These streams demand processing power simultaneously. When cognitive load maxes out, your brain deploys a defense mechanism. To conserve energy, it forcibly shuts down higher-level executive functions. That heavy, almost physical resistance you feel when starting a project is your brain enforcing a burnout to protect its remaining resources. Misunderstanding this exhaustion traps us in a highly predictable, self-reinforcing psychological architecture. Let's trace how the cycle actually works. It starts with shutdown. Failing to act triggers immense guilt. That guilt generates cortisol and stress, adding massive weight to a maxed-out cognitive load. Faced with overload, your brain shuts down harder, locking you into a closed loop of severe procrastination. Over time, running this loop destroys your confidence. You rack up a string of repeated failures, internalize the damage, and begin to genuinely believe you are weak. As long as you carry guilt about not working, your downtime is actually high-stress mental labor. This drains the very energy reserves you need to finally break the cycle. Escaping this cycle requires a complete change in tactics. You have to stop fighting the symptoms of laziness and start systematically clearing your mental bandwidth. Step 1 is externalization. The human brain is a highly efficient processing engine. It is designed to generate ideas, not to act as a hard drive for long-term storage. You need to physically write down every pending task, every lingering worry, and every open loop. Getting it onto paper forcefully removes that cognitive burden from your active working memory. Step 2 requires killing the illusion of multitasking. Splitting your attention does not help you get more done. It actively shatters your focus and bleeds your energy dry. When you commit to a single task, you send a clear biological signal of safety to your nervous system. Knowing there is exactly one immediate priority allows your processing power to finally relax and lock in. Step 3 is a hard reset, the dopamine detox. You need to step completely away from your screens, find a quiet space, and sit in intentional, deliberate silence. This silence will feel agonizingly boring at first. Your brain will crave stimulation, but embracing that exact friction is the medicine required to reboot a fried reward system and break the cycle. Listen closely. You are not weak. You have simply been trying to carry an impossible psychological weight. Giving your thoughts a physical place to live outside your head begins to lower the internal pressure. It provides a first bit of mental space needed to actually evaluate what's important. So here is your immediate assignment. As soon as this video ends, drop everything. Sit down for 10 minutes, grab a pen, and write down every single racing thought. Productivity begins when you stop trying to force an overloaded engine and instead start reducing the weight it's pulling. It starts with finally giving yourself the permission to unload your mind.